Hello, let's talk about energy. Well, I wanted to talk about energy, but quite frankly, our energy policy is bigger than that. It's a national security risk. Nobody's come out and said it, but I'll say it because it is, and we need to deal with it. We currently use around 21 million barrels a day of oil. We produce about 9 million barrels, so we produce less than half of what we use. We need to address that. In order to solve that problem, we need to do a lot of different things, but it's not that difficult. The solutions are there. First, we need to drill. We need to allow drilling all over the country, offshore. We need to require that it is done responsibly. We need to have requirements that businesses and oil drilling people do things so we don't have another oil spill and that we manage it. We also need to create the opportunity for nuclear power to be easier to get. Now understand, oil, most of it is used for gasoline. It's also, some of it's used for heating, but the majority of it is used for gasoline. So this is a car problem. So one of the big solutions to this is going to have to be a transition from gasoline automobiles to other fuels, whether it be electricity or natural gas or hydrogen or whatever it is. And I would say to you, I would ask of you as an American, are you willing to say that and spend your money to say, I am going to buy an electric car or a hydrogen car instead of a gasoline car because I am doing it for the safety of my family and of my citizens of the citizens in this country. I'm going to ask you to do that. I believe that is the right solution. There are other solutions which could include the carrot and the stick. If we use a stick, we can increase the gas tax and necessarily make the price of gasoline go up, and in supply and demand, obviously as the price goes up, you're going to use less, and it makes electric cars and hydrogen cars and natural gas cars look like the better solution. But rather than doing that, if I just talk to you as an individual and say, hey, look, we as a country need to transition from fossil fuel cars. If we can do that over the next 5 to 10 years, think about what happens when Iran, Russia, Venezuela don't have all the oil dollars that they're getting today. The people that want to kill us, the people from 9/11, those people, if they don't have the money to fund their terrorist organizations, we're in much better situation. Now, I don't know why nobody will talk about this, and there's no intent to scare anybody, but it's just reality, and you can see it. So please, whatever you do, think about that with the next vehicle you purchase. We can solve this problem of energy, but we have to do it together. On the carrot side, though, we also could, and I would plan to, take a large sum of money, $5 to $10 billion in the budget that we could afford to use to benefit companies that implemented the transition to new vehicles. Now that doesn't mean they created the idea, but they actually had cars out on the road that used the alternate fuels. Or they came up with a technology, maybe it's a better battery, maybe it's a better engine that runs off of hydrogen or something. But if we incentivize those businesses to go invest with that carrot at the end of time, maybe that would help us do it too. Quite frankly, I think it's going to take all of the above in order to solve the problem. But when we do that, then when Saudi Arabia or somebody says, hey, they get in a war, they quit pumping oil for us, or they won't sell to us, we just go, okay, we can deal with it. So together we can solve the problem. Thank you.